What is going on, Trash Talkers? We are back with another episode for you. In today's video, we're going to give you our 10 best matchups for the 2022 NFL season. All that and much more coming your way right now. All right, before we get into today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video as it will help us out tremendously. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. All right, Nick, the NFL schedule was just released, and we have a lot to get to as far as breaking this down. I want to go over our 10 favorite matchups that we're going to see in 2022. I gotta start off with week 1, starting off Bills at Rams, kicking off the 2022 NFL season. Nick, what are your thoughts on this matchup as our Thursday night opener?
This is the best possible matchup for the Rams to open up as the defending champions. The Bills almost made their way there last year, and a lot of people have this pegged as the possible Super Bowl matchup for this season. Could be a nice preview to kick off the year.
Absolutely. I think that the Bills and Rams are going to have an absolutely massive shootout. It's going to be an offensive juggernaut, and you can't forget Bobby Wagner and Aaron Donald on the same defense. It's going to be a sight to see for sure. Sticking in week 1, I want to talk about another matchup we have. The Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. We already have Russell Wilson going back to Seattle. It's like he never left because it's in week 1. Nick, is there some bad blood here? What's this going to be like for Russell Wilson?
No, I don't think there's any bad blood here, but I think that it's just going to be very nostalgic for Russell to be back there so quickly. It'll be like he never left, and I think it's just going to make it a little bit tough for him to realize that he truly is no longer a Seattle Seahawk, and now his career resides in Denver.
Absolutely, and he could be without Jerry Jeudy, but that's a different discussion for another time. Moving forward, week 3 is the next matchup I'm looking forward to. The Packers at the Buccaneers. We have Brady and Rodgers possibly for the final time. Nick, do you think that we could see these guys matching up in the playoffs, or do you think this might be it for their careers?
No, I think there's definitely a possibility of these two matching up in the playoffs, but we cannot take this one for granted because there is a possibility that the Packers are just not who they were with Davante Adams, and they cannot get back to their winning ways. Maybe Aaron Rodgers' luck ran out when Davante said he wants out. So we got to watch this one and enjoy it while it lasts because it won't be here for long.
I just want to make a quick note. We didn't include any divisional matchups, even though I would love to put Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs, Chargers in here. We just didn't think that it was appropriate, seeing as though they play each other twice a year anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're definitely excited for those. Moving on to week 4, though, we have the Chiefs at the Bucks, Super Bowl 55 rematch. Brady, Mahomes, it doesn't get better than that. Nick, what are your thoughts on these two matching up for possibly one last time?
This is going to be a great matchup. I think this is always a great matchup, and to watch this Super Bowl rematch, I think that the Chiefs have overhauled their team a lot since that Super Bowl game, and they're looking for revenge, so I think this is going to be a very competitive matchup that is going to live up to the hype.
Unfortunately, we won't be seeing Antoine Winfield give the peace sign anymore because Cheetah is now in Miami, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But nonetheless, we're moving to week 6, and the Chiefs are on the docket again. We have Bills at Chiefs, AFC divisional round rematch. These teams were going after it, and it all came down to a coin toss where Patrick Mahomes was able to come out on top. Nick, there might be some bad blood between the Bills and the Chiefs because of that coin toss. The Bills felt like they were slighted. They should have been in the AFC Championship game. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
This is going to be a little bit different than we saw in the playoffs because these teams are much different. The Chiefs looking a little bit more defensive heavy than they were in that playoff game. They don't have Tyreek Hill, which is going to make it easier for the Bills, and I think that overall the Bills have made slight improvements that are going to actually put them over the top, but that is getting a little far ahead. I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a fantastic matchup, but it won't be the offensive shootout that it was last postseason.
And Nick, I'm kind of glad that you brought up, the possibility of the Bills winning this one, because over the next couple of months, we will be breaking down each team's schedule. We're going to go through them and kind of break down their win-loss record, what we expect from them. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to like and subscribe for that because you do not want to miss all 32 teams being broken down. As we move on, though, week 8, we have the Packers at the Bills, Rodgers versus Allen. This is going to be talked about for weeks on end, and we are destined to see an offensive shootout, are we not?
I absolutely think we are, and I'm going to call this the passing of the torch because Josh Allen has been at the top for a little while now, and I think this is where Aaron Rodgers passes the reins over to Josh Allen, who has the potential to be the MVP for this upcoming season.
Moving on to week 9, we have the Rams at the Bucks, the NFC divisional round rematch. These guys fought vigilantly until it was Bruce Arians' defense that just gave up a long ball to Cooper Kupp to end this game. Nick, I think Tom Brady is looking for some revenge, and knowing him as much as we do, being Patriots fans, I think that he's going to come in with this one just a little bit extra. What are your thoughts on the Rams and the Bucks?
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker. I have this as the second best game behind the Rams and the Bills. To me, these are just two titans of teams that are going to clash with each other, and explosions are going to fly. This is going to be a big hitter. There's a lot of revenge. Jalen Ramsey wants to rectify Mike Evans' big touchdown over him, and Tom Brady wants to get the W at the end of the day. So I think there's a lot in store with this matchup.
Moving to week 13, the Chiefs are at the Bengals, AFC Championship rematch. This is one for the ages. Burrow, Mahomes, we have a lot to look at in this one. But Nick, do you think that we are going to see some sort of consistency with the Bengals beating the Chiefs, or how do you think this one might play out?
Yeah, I mean, we saw this matchup in the postseason last year, and the Bengals got the edge over the Chiefs in that one because the Chiefs' defense was not up to par. But the defensive overhaul the Chiefs have made might be enough for them to get over this one. I think to be a lot more competitive, and I think that Jamar Chase isn't going to have such an easy time in this matchup.
Week 15, we have the Patriots at the Raiders. Bill Belichick taking on Josh McDaniels. This is the second time that Josh McDaniels has left the Patriots to become a head coach. The first time was with Denver, staying in the same division. Nick, Bill versus McDaniels has not gone Belichick's way in the past. Do you think that could change in this one?
It's going to be really tough. The Las Vegas Raiders are built like an absolute star-studded team, and Josh McDaniels has been a head coach before. He knows the things that he wants to correct going into his second stint, and I think going up against Bill Belichick, a guy he knows very well, he's going to know how to prepare for the situation. It's going to be a lot tougher for the Patriots to get one over on Josh McDaniels and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I agree 100%, and it's not Tim Tebow under center, so he's got that going for him as well. All right, our final matchup that we are looking forward to, number 10, Bills at Bengals. We have Allen versus Burrow. These guys are going to go after it. These guys wanted a shot at the AFC Championship together, but Patrick Mahomes had other plans. Nick, do you think this could be the matchup that we see for years to come? Maybe a little Brady Manning?